Welcome to Mae Sot. I have been travelling down the border of Thailand and Myanmar and I finally arrived in Mae Sot. It feels like we've been building up a little bit to this point. 200,000 Burmese people live and work in Mae Sot. People from Myanmar. Let's explore Mae Sot. Let's go. First things first, I got to get me some breakfast. And as I've entered Burma, culturally speaking, I'm heading to a tea shop for a long crispy donut and a big slurp of hot, sweet, milky tea.
OK. OK 吧 OK。
This is Burmese style Chinese donuts for dipping in our tea, and we've got our Burmese style Indian samosas, the classic Burmese breakfast. Here, rip it in two, dip it in tea. Good Burmese samosa, lots of onions. Lots of onions, not as much potato in the classic Burmese style, but chilli sauce. Oi. Once that was ticked off the list, I grabbed some snacks, because morning is when all the good snack sellers come out. Well, I said good. I didn't say friendly. I got some black sesame sticky rice with shredded coconut, some baimon, which are like a cross between a pancake and a crumpet. Baimon balao. Okay ba. And I also grabbed some spicy pineapple, because why not? Treat yourself. With all that done, the morning was in full flow with people coming out to shop, and it was time to head into the market area proper. And I know what you're thinking. Won't somebody please combine the traffic jam with indoor shopping? Well, the wait is over, because the Burmese have got us covered. Alright, snacks, preserved fruit is a huge thing in Myanmar. These are pretty good. These are spicy tamarind, but these are sweet ones. I like the spicy ones. If they've got them, I will ask. And the rest, loads of different types of preserved fruit. Not really my cup of tea, but you know, it is very, very traditional. You know, original gangster. Look at, I mean, even Justin Bieber's got in on the act. Huge, 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 huge. What's this? Okay. Mengalaba. Satne Shila. Adat Chode. Satne. Okay ba. You. Mengalaba.
Mengalaba. Oh,
Megamla. Nene Pitate. Magambu. Magambu. Jesuba, Jesuba.
La Thailand, the paper. Neighborman, neighborman. Neighborman, neighborman.
Namalebu.
Namalebu, ni.
Okay.
Namalebu.
Begalale.
Engalade.
Okay ba.
You need it, man.
Mae Sot. Ah, okay. Okay ba. Okay. Tuame. Tuame. Oh. Jesuba. Jide no? Do you know what Jide? After stocking up on some fermented tea leaves and getting my bits squeezed, it was time to head out into the Burmese shops on the sprawling side streets of Mae Sot. I haven't heard anyone speaking Thai in hours. Engalaba. I'm a hobo.
No.
I have a bit. Leo talong. Tabu. Okay ba.
Where you? Where?
I drink here. Tima.
Go to.
Balale.
Lazy.
Lazy. Okay. Cheers.
Shit.
Okay.
Go to you guys. I go to. Guys, small. No?
Namalibu.
Pate.
Pate. Nangan.
Nangan.
England.
England. Oh.
England numio. Popo.
Good boss.
Okay. Duame.
Continue.
Jezuba. Look at all this Tanaka bark under the tarps now. Okay. So, different qualities, different sizes there of Tanaka, which is the bark which is then ground on one of these. Oh look, this one you needed one. That's a pre-existing paste. Oh, Nigalaba, Nigaula. Where's he gone? At this point I noticed these girls were on a video call with their friend and were filming me, so I decided I'd say hello. Nigalaba. Okay, Duame. Once I was done talking rubbish, I needed another cuppa, so I hit another tea shop, which was a real Burmese experience. Just loads of old men sat about drinking tea and chatting away. Hello, Mingalaba. Good. Asimpila. Asimpila. At one point, having been identified as a Burma botherer, someone came up to me and gave me his phone to speak to his partner on the Burmese side about how she could cross into Thailand now that the border was shut. She had a US passport but was worried about not being allowed to fly and whether Thailand would let her in. It was the standard, heartbreaking stuff that happens when dealing with Myanmar and its people. Oh, the classic. Passport? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna have that. Myanmar ko duame. Okay. Myanmar lumio. Okay.
Yeah. This now is not going. I think this is for war.
Well, that joke fell flat on its arse, didn't it? Anyway, here's a shrine hidden amongst all the shops. Take your shoes off. Time for some real Burmese grub. No, not these frogs, but salad. And the woman who runs this stall is a real legend. Pepiato, tepre, Casueto, Montito. Okay, ba. Monte, yada. Fried garlic oil, chili sauce, toasted chickpea powder, noodles, cucumber, yeah, super good. Okay, sabibi. Aroy mak, aroy pamazaga, matipu. Sagaunde, oh, okay. Sagaunde, tide. I even went back the next day and she remembered my order. Now, after all this fun in Mae Sot, it was time to get out of town, and as you can see, it doesn't take long to find a border checkpoint around these parts. Over on the Myanmar side is quite an unusual place indeed, the newly built Chinese casino town of Shui Koko. Some lads over there just crossing over. Come on over, lads. No big deal. The place behind me is on the Burmese side. You've got your shirt inside out, you absolute bellend. Christ alive. The place behind me is on the Burmese side, and it is called Shui Koko, and it is a new construction area being built on that side, which I'm going to tell you a bit more about, but not here. That's my cue, is it? Alright, okay. This Chinese casino has been built there on the Thai-Burmese border on land controlled by the Karen Border Guard Force, who unlike the other Karens are pro-Burmese military. I even managed to blag my way past the checkpoint to get down to the place where they were bringing goods over from Thailand to Shui Koko. Allegedly, in the last few years, while this place hasn't been a fully functioning physical casino, it's been a scam call centre using the Thai mobile and internet networks to target Thais. This kind of stuff is actually making a bunch of people unhappy, including the Chinese and Thai governments, and various ethnic armed groups. After all this sin, we need some spiritual redemption. Thailand is a lot of things. It's a fabulous country, but it's not that mad. Myanmar, on the other hand, is absolutely mad. It's just insanity in spades. It's just complete nonsense all day long. And it's been really good to get a little reminder of that here. Well, after that performance, I took in some gold Buddhas, and whatever this is meant to be, before heading off to the main border crossing. Not this old chestnut again. Westernmost, northernmost. Not even got to the thickest, thinnest. Well, one can have a nice stroll along the prom. Is this a refugee camp? Jeez, this is like next to the border crossing. This is spicy. And this is it. This is the bridge. This is the big crossing. I've crossed it before. I've walked over it. That bar is still there, pumping out tunes, and a little boat going back and forth. But that little village that's on that little spigot of land, I mean, I don't think they can leave that. So I think they're like on the Thai side, but not. Look at the gauge on the side of that. Peak of rainy season, that bit of land's not going to exist, right? Reggie Perrin, is it? Ditch your clothes and jump into the river and assume a new identity on the other side. Is that what we're up to? This is my rubbish journalist style. Wait. I'm here on the Thai-Myanmar friendship border at a time when friendship between Thailand and Myanmar is severely strained. What do you think? Have I got what it takes? Hey, stick to YouTube, eh? Now, I wasn't quite done with the border bothering yet, so the next day I set out to look over the river into Burma. Just going down to the Riverside, have a look at old Myanmar over the other side. There's some lads there having some whiskey and some beers. Well, this is it. Hey, no barbed wire? Really? Okay. Time for a cheeky cam with this group of lads. I'll take that as a no then. Not sure what this guy was after, but probably another can of beer. Anyway, before I headed back, I turned down a track on the border and I got a bit more than I bargained for. You can't really see it here, but at this point Karen refugees were camping on the Myanmar side of the river to avoid bombardments from jet planes. However, they weren't being allowed to cross into Thailand, so were just stuck on the riverside. And here they were. I'll just give you a quick tour of my hotel room here in Mae Sot. So here it is. 200 big ones. 200 baht a night. Gets you rock hard bed and 2 pillows, a blanket, a fan, and this wooden TV, eh? I watched Stephen Hendry, like a compilation of Stephen Hendry winning like 6 world titles, however many he won. So, you know, sure. Snooker chat for those that don't know. Alright, anyway, so this is it. It's been acceptable. High praise. Let's bounce. Man, this is bizarre. I just had a look at the piece of paper that was in with the snacks, right? The bit of grease paper at the back. And it's some child's work. Look at it. It's Angry Birds paper advertising Finnair. Okay, that's strange to start with. But this must be from a like Burmese textbook rather than the kid writing it at school, because it's things like Nila lives in Padauk Street. Right, I wears a yellow blouse. Please provide the correct form of the verbs given. I mean, yeah. We use a ladder to climb. This is very funny, but it's also like firmly Burmese stuff, right? Alright, so that was a brief tour of Thailand's Burmese town, Mae Sot. Join me next time when I head out of Mae Sot. Goodbye.